Hello, Mr. Snyder here with the third tutorial for Audacity, which is a multi-track audio editing program. We're using it for our 30-second commercial that we're creating in the grade 9 rotation of the audio and video unit. Again, it's a free download program. It's terrific. There are some little annoyances about it if you compare it to some other audio programs, but the fact it's free and the fact that it does everything we need it to do is terrific. Now, I asked you in the last tutorial to finish off adding all these male clips up to the one male voice track. I've left a couple of them. I'm going to show you another way to do it. I touched on it briefly in the last tutorial, but remember in the previous tutorial I dragged using my time shift tool right there, and I dragged. Now that's too small, that track, so I'm going to go in between these two tracks, get the double arrow up and down, click and drag, hold, and you can actually increase the size of the track that you're dragging. And I can drag this clip again, left and right, and then if I click and drag and then boot it up, there you go. I go on a bit of an angle. I'm going to go Command Z and do it again. Sometimes it's stubborn. If I try to go straight up, sometimes it won't go. Of course, it is right now. So there, I've added male clip 5 to the end of the other clips on the male voice track. I'm going to close the male clip 5 track because I don't need it anymore. It's empty. And that leaves me with just one more clip to move. Now I'm going to do this a different way. I'm going to expand the height of the track. And what I'm going to do is scroll down a bit so I can see the end of the other content. Actually, I'll take it back a bit. First, I'm going to use my selection tool. I'm going to select all the content, which is just one clip on the male clip 6 track. It's all selected using the selection tool. Command C is copy, or if you can't remember the shortcut, it's right here, copy. Command C will make a copy of this clip, and then you can paste it up on the track. So Command C or Control C on a PC, then you can move over like so, click up on the male voice track, put your marker right there, the black line, using the selection tool where you want it to be copied to or pasted. Paste. So Command V will paste it. There you go. So copy, paste, Command C, Command V. Those are common functions used in all programs, including word processing. Okay, but you notice I still have a copy down here on the male clip 6. Now I could just close that track, but I just wanted to show you what else I could do. I'm going to now select that, what I just copied there. I'm going to now hit delete. It's gone, but it's still on the original track it was on. I'm going to select it, and instead of using copy, I'm going to use cut. Again, cut is when it'll make a copy of this content, and then it'll delete it from where it is originally, and then it'll paste it into your new spot. So I'm going to use cut, which is Command or Control X. See, it's gone. But all it really did was save it in memory, excuse me, and then I can click up here with my selection tool where the black line is where I can now Command V to paste it. There you go. So that's another way. You can use the copy paste, cut paste, or you can use the drag using the time shift tool. Okay, male clip 6 now is empty because I've moved the content. I'm going to close that track. Okay, so what do you think's next? We've got to add some female voices to this. So we have to import new files. So what we're going to do is use Shift Command I, the shortcut, will get you there. Again, I have to use MP3 files. Another way to get there if you can't remember the shortcut is File, Import Audio. Gets you to the same point. In this case, I'm in the male voices right now. I've got to get to the female voices. So I'm going to go into the 2 voice clips into my folders here. Go into the female voices. I don't want the phone version, the .m4a, because it will not be recognized in Audacity. Go to the converted. There's my MP3s. I'm going to use the easy way. Do you want to work smarter or harder in this class? I always say work smarter because you end up working better and get the same results, or even better. Click, drag, there you go. I've selected them. They're highlighted. Open. And again, here's the trick, is it adds them all as separate tracks. Every clip is in a separate track. So what was that shortcut again? Oh yeah, view, track size. Let's collapse all these tracks. Bam, there. Now you can see everything. There's the male voice. Excuse me. female clip 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I want to get these clips here up to the female voice track. So first thing I'm going to do is rename that. I'm going to go up to here. I'm going to give it a name. I'm going to call it female voice. You can call it female track, whatever you want. Okay. Bottom line is I'm keeping the male voice separate from the female. Now I'm going to use all those techniques, and I'm going to do it. I'll do it both ways. I'm going to use the track time shift tool. Click, drag up. There we go. Move it over. Get rid of that track. Next one, I'm going to use my selection tool. I'm going to highlight it. Command C to copy. Go up here. Command V to paste. Okay. There it is twice. I'm going to just delete this now. I don't have to delete it off the track. I just delete the track. Gone. Now I'm going to take this next one and I'm going to highlight it. I'm going to use Command X or the cut command. Command X. Go up here. Command V. I've pasted it. There it is. Now, oh, look, it's empty here now because it deleted it. It copied it, then deleted it, and then pasted it. So I'm going to get rid of that track. And then I'm going to use the time shift tool. And I'm going to grab this track. Grab this track. And I'm going to go up here and drop it there. And I'm going to close that. So this is what I want you to have. Now, what I'm going to do is expand both these tracks manually. Like so, because those are going to be my main tracks I'm working with at the start. You always start with voice when you're doing this kind of work. Do your voice work first, and then add your things like sound effects and music later, because everything else works around the voices. Now, if I was to hit play, guess what I'm going to hear? First of all, I'm going to turn off solo. Okay, with solo was on, it means anything grayed out's not going to play, so that's how I knew it wasn't going to play. Don't forget, turn solo off. Now everything's highlighted, so everything will play. I'm going to use the quick play tool instead up here because it's just easier because it's a great big range I'm playing.
Oh,
Hello,
no,
dear.
really?
I'm making dinner
What are
tonight.
you making?
Bacon and tomato sandwiches.
Are you sure?
Uber Eats.
I've seen your kitchen.
So clearly that's not what we want. The voices are there, the voices are correct, but our timing's way off, obviously. We have to move things around. And that's what we're going to do in our next tutorial. We're going to clean up our clips, and then we're going to start to move them around. And in some cases, we might have to divide a clip, into a couple different parts. So that's what I'll show you in the next tutorial.